Today we're doing the complete columnar cipher. So this is an example from the Rickards Invitational. I believe is 2023, 2024. And yeah, we're gonna head in. The columnar cipher. You write this ciphertext in a box of columns and rows, and that is how you find the plain text. You usually get a word that is already known to be in the plain text, and you use that to find it. So first, I would count 20, because it's split up by fives, so you can every single two is 10 letters. 56. It's 56. And another thing we look at are where the x's are. So find x's, because x's, unlike it's complete, but sometimes it is not so complete. And if there are more than one x's, then you should probably write down where they are. So first we have one at 2, 3, 4, 14. And then, of course, the total is 56. 14. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 56. Now you can see that this is, plus 14, right? This is plus 28. So, you know that it's either 7 or 14 or something like that. And this could be 7, 8, or 4 and 14. We want to find the factors of this so that we can create a column with a total of 56 boxes. Usually, I would start with the factors that are the closest together. Okay, so we're going to do 7 by 8 first. 7 is the lower number, and usually the columns are the lower number, because since this word, or this string of letters, is only 5, then having 8 columns would be kind of hard. So usually you find the factors that are closest together, and then the smaller one represents the columns, and the bigger one represents the rows. So we're going to do 7 by 8 real quick. And then you just take this and then write it vertically. So E, D, C, I, O, T, A, L, L, S, T, R, A, X. Sorry about that. I did 8 instead of 7. Tall, T, R, A, X, T, S, B, Q, D, T, R, D, Y, O, I, E, B, X, H, U. See, we want the X at the bottom, because that's like, they're all at the end, and they mean nothing. H, U, it's a fill space. E, wait. Alright. My mistake. That whole ran on, I went about doing the lowest one is true, but we know that these are factors, or multiples of 7, so that's why 7 is the amount of rows, and 8 is the amount of columns, even though I said before that 7 should be columns. My bad. So this is rows, this is columns, sorry. A, T, oh yeah, T, D, K, H, R, N, E, I, A, E, X, and we're looking for this. So look, we got an E, right, D, there's no I in this row or this row. So we're gonna look here, there's an E, D, I, T, I, so it's probably in this row. There could be an E here or an E here, don't know. What we do know is that the X's go last. Let's see, what are the X's? There's I and D, which D is necessary for this, so just think. We're gonna do 1, 2, 6, 7, 8 auxiliary columns, then which one do you think goes first? Okay, so there's no I here, so the I has to be here, one of these. So D. So this is probably second to last. Second to last, which is 7. Because the other I's are also X's, so it's going to be like X, 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 right? Which means these will also be right before the X's. So this, and then the I's don't really matter, so we're going to do those last because we don't know which one it could be. And then ET, I, so then where's the E? Sorry. Okay. E, 5, because it's 5, so it's gonna be 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Misspoke. 4. That's not even E. Yo, what am I doing? This is it. 4. Sorry for the confusion. A T. So it's 5. And then one of the I's. So this could be 6 or 8. This could be 6 or 8. So start constructing. So we know this is 7. This one is 7, so we put that in there. LLS DR AX. Okay, I'm just gonna put a line through that because we know what that is. 4 is WD AT AT 5 OEM TDKH. We have what we're left with. Okay, so let's plug in this one first. So let's say this is 6. D Y O I E B X. See, the AKB doesn't really make any sense to me. So I will go for the next one, which is this. So I'll put this as 6 and this is 8. R N. Sorry. 8, 6. R N E I A E X. Then 8 over here. See world, already making words. D Y O I E B X. So we have this one done and this one done. We're just looking at the beginning here. And we can usually, I would start with this first row here. This first row. And you know, this is world, so this should be one word. And the only thing that could be is the That is very common, so we can write the, and now we know this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Now we write the rest. TSB, Q, D, T, R, number 2, H, U, E, U, N, O, E, and then 3, E, P, C, I, O, T, A. Now, we just read from right to left. Okay, let's start. The world. Is it a D? E. Yeah, it's a D. I just wrote it bad. This is why good handwriting here is very important, and why I write my eyes like this instead of this, just for no confusion. I get messed up on my handwriting a lot. Suddenly it became, what the, forgive me, it became so quiet. I did not dare to take a breath. And there it is. I generally recommend doing this cipher, or having these one of your teammates do this cipher for Scioli, because that's why I'm making this video. I don't know if anyone does ciphers for fun or for anything else, but yeah, I recommend doing this because if you get really good, it's easy to become really fast at it, and it's usually more points than like a nihilist or porta. So there it is. Just box my answer. Okay. Alright. Thank you for watching.